If I want more material power in the world, more wealth, sound mind, fit body, happiness, stability, how can I, by worshiping Durga, what's the best method and how does she help?
Namah Shivaya. Durga is core energy. All energy around us, that is called air, fire, ether, anything what is around us, atoms, cells, body, animals, human, gods, demigods, all energy, but you can say energy. That all is just a reflection of Durga. Whatever you say Shakti, that Shakti is connected to Durga. When Durga obey that, okay, this Shakti should be your deity, so other people become devotee of that deity. Some people worship Agni. Why Agni they worship? They all the benefit they can get with this Agni. But who is the core point? Who give
Shakti?
That is Shakti, and that Shakti, core Shakti, center Shakti, that is Durga. When there was nothing and something come, why it come? Because it was the sport of Shakti. Somehow it was a prakran of Shakti. Without Shakti, nothing can happen, nothing can come, nothing can produce, nothing can process, nothing can mean. Everything is Sarupa of Shakti, form of Shakti. To make a theory of everything, that is called, I want to describe everything is with reason and that, but he could not success because physically, materially you cannot success, because this whole universe material is exist because something is non-material. Something is non-material, and only that is controlling all the material, and that is called Durga, that is called Shakti.
The non-material?
Something is non-material.
That's Durga?
That is Durga.
I thought the non-material was Purusha, like Shiva or Krishna.
So I tell you how this all we differentiate. Yeah. You see, this consciousness, many scientists try to understand what is consciousness. Successfully, nobody, still no scientist, he can say conscious is something like that. They say we're trying to understand this thing, but they cannot. Why? The means they use to understand, that will not work for that. They use mind to understand. They use theory to understand. They use words to understand. They not possible, because the person who could understand even the reality beyond this pratyaksh world, what is formful world, they say, like I gave you some example, Socrates, he understood. What happens to him? All scientists were all their friend, army people. He was general of the army. All they were looking, where is Socrates? And 3 days they are trying to find, they could not find. And finally when they find, he was full with so much ice, Socrates. So he was full with under the eyes, snow. And when they recover him, he was not breathing. But when they pushed him something, then he wake up. They asked, "What happened to you?" He said, "I was just looking at the star, and because I wanted to just not here. After half an hour or 1 hour, I see I cannot remember anything, and my whole conscious get back. But I was something into bliss, and that thing I could not wake up. I could not understand what time is going on. I was in timelessness. Understand? That thing happened to him. But when somebody asked him, "Tell us what you know about that," he said, "I can say that I don't know anything." Why? When I try to say, that is some part I can say with word, that cannot reflect, they cannot be meaning of that thing. Okay, that become very different. Same Lao Tse. Lao Tse was practitioner of deep method of psychology. He studied psychology very well. But what happened finally? 70-year-old person, was going to retire because he don't wanted to work with this king. His king was very awful. He wanted to use all human like a slave. So he said, "I will not work with you. I want now retirement." So he said, "Okay, you can retire. I will ask other prime minister." So he wanted to retire. That moment, one his chief guard, private personal guard, he on the door, he asked him, "You are going, and I know you have some knowledge, deep knowledge that nobody knows. Please tell me the secret." He said, "If I go to say the secret, when I go to say the truth, it become untruth." So he gave that name Tao. And over Rishi, when they talk about that, they give the name Brahm. Same. But it is something, and Muhammad, he gave the name Allah. Jesus, he gave the name Jehovah. But you go and wander into word. Whenever somebody will do, he will give a word. If you ask me, I will say something like emptiness. Like he says, but ek heart told. And but other person say somebody that wholeness, and somebody say this, somebody that. But whatever you say, that is only one part. Even wholeness, like say, it makes some sense that they cannot describe that presence. That is, we say God, that we say Brahm. That is cannot be fit with any word.
That's why Moan breath is so powerful.
Moan breath is so powerful. Only way to understand that is moan breath. But somehow we have to go with some practices also in the starting, because you cannot go internal moan. You can go outside moan. Close your mouth, but internal moan not possible. When this words, what is words? Now try to understand little science of words. When we were ape, we were trying to make you understand with gesture. Yeah, and little sound. When we develop this thing, communication, we start word. But when these communication start into word, it becomes different people, different word, different community, different idea, different sign. You understand? That sign, only that moment when we start to develop language, we become so different from each other. So much different. Before, only there were few what you say, differentiate, like a literal, which kind, and Homo sapiens, this kind of Homo habilis, this kind of differentiate.
Neanderthal.
And then after white and black, It can be. But now you see, I am American, I am English, I am French, I am Chinese, I am this, that. So many, but on which
The only
base?
difference is people who lived close to the earth, in the jungles or mountains, and people who live in cities and civilization.
Now it is so many
That's
different.
the main difference between
And
humans.
then they develop language, they become different from language. They say, I am, even in India, I am Tamil, I am Hindi. So much difference. And then the difference between each other on the basis of religion. I am Hindu, I am Muslim. You understand? That thoughtology. But internally we are not different. When you go into core point, we meet a truth that exists to take this hold, that is called Allah, Jehovah, Brahm, God, Durga, Shakti, all everything one. There is no difference. And by practice you can go, okay, I understand the truth, but I will keep this truth on the base of Durga. I will keep this truth on the base of Shiva and the Allah. Do you understand? That is also sure. That is also working. Why? You have to somehow feel gratitude to this core energy. But you know this words is also holy, this words also work. So you take that mantra, no problem. But for understanding that, I tell you, the consciousness is more greater than material. Why? It control to material. What is this computer? Computer is a material thing, and if I want I can break it, if I want I can use it, if I can I sell it. This is what my conscious says. Human conscious, that is greater than material. And this conscious, but I say conscious, it is just like a material, it work like a material in the hand of Durga. What I am saying, Durga is the core energy, that is something like a big bulb, and all small bulb is working with this energy.
Sort of like the hard drive.
Hard drive. It is like a core hard drive, a server, and all other is just a host. Okay. So when information we bring out from our mind, that information is can be stopped, can be little more explained, can be little more precious, can be little more better, can be little more worse. All, even some people, they try to speak, they cannot express their feeling very well, because that does not happen that time, because for that some people can speak anything that can affect very bad for society. So this kind of word cannot get stopped sometime. This all happens, this all Maya is Durga Maya. Okay. But when you say how to get this, make them positive for us,
Yeah.
so there is, I am saying, when you make positive with that energy, core energy, there is rule. There is rule is that when few people before us, they decide of this sect, we should worship like this way to God. They go to worship in Durga temple with incense, with flower, with little drab, money, water, Ganga Jal. That rule is made by hundred of ancestors. They were doing, they were following this rule, ritual. So if you do this, it is taken already by Durga with hundreds of followers. Yeah. So if you do this with action, it seems proper.
You get more like support of the collective.
Support of the collective. It seems you are doing something that is rule. It becomes a rule because our great ancestors were doing that thing. So why not?
And we don't have to have Diksha for it.
Diksha for it is when you really don't. Diksha, what mean is Diksha? Diksha mean also somehow Shiksha. You have to understand. Diksha mean when you start Shiksha, you need Diksha. Diksha means you make a sankalp that I am following this guru, this tribes.
We don't
This.
want to change our gurus, so.
So that I'm saying. So you need shiksha. One guru is enough. Other thing is karmakand. If you go to worship Shiva, you put datura is very good. Bhang is very, because this ancestor is doing. It does not matter if you can say that you have to prove that datura he likes. He will not smoke there. He will not take your datura. He will not take your milk. All is going down. You see? But because our ancestors.
It's like you're showing respect to the ancestors where
That.
they worship.
That very important. Why I'm saying, you can say anything. I will put some mud into God. It is also a material. I will put anything, but I eat, I put there. It also, I tell you, very many close bhakta of Vishnu and Shiva, very great bhakta. They were not same like us. We are coming with so much knowledge and books and this. They were somebody living so in the jungle. But he will do. He did not study. He did not talk to Brahmin because he is Shudra. So what he will do? He just kill the animal and eat. One day he sit into the tree. I tell you a story. Upon the tree, and he is looking. From 2 days he is hungry. He is looking that any animal come, I will kill him. Taking one. And what happened? It is bale brick, bale tree, so full with patta. And in the down there is somebody had, villager people going here there. They put shivling. Like nobody come, we put shivling. And somehow this. He was doing nothing. He put some leaves and throw into down. And when he go down, there he see Shiva Prakat, Bholenath. But he feel like that many people do this ritual. He get this tune that somebody put something on me. That is Bel Patta. Bel Patta, people worship like that. And this connection go to Shiva, and Shiva is Ogardani. He feels okay, why not? Sometimes this also possible. So Shiva came, he said, ask me anything. I am happy with you. He said, I am hungry, give me food. He said, food you never will less in your life. And you will get everything in your life. But one thing you remember, now you are my son. You come every day, put something, bel patta or something or nothing, but just pray to me. I will always help you. Okay? So he becomes his devotee. So that I am saying, all God is every time want to help. But just they look your devotion also, your side also. It not mean we are doing. It also happens to place in relation. Like I will do some behavior with you, you also. If I talk very nicely with you, why you will get angry on me? But when I am showing anger on you, I am doing bad with you, why you are also possibly you will also become bad or not? Huh? So that is that relation we have to understand, worldly relation. God does not get angry on you, but because for worldly behavior to teach you, they also show anger. They also show anger. You to understand that relation is from two sides. Just prove it that you also love. Prove your love. Prove your respect. Prove your behavior. That thing. So I am saying, when you worship Durga, take Durga Sapshati and take little Ganga Jal or something. It makes sense, okay? When it is coming from old lineage, so many people, so it is okay to follow that. It does not very costly. And what it cost? Few little water, clean water, little flower. That was that old time, it was just free. Now the time you have to buy flower. And
Well, we can grow our own flowers.
yeah, that is free. That is not costly thing. That why, but something to offer. You take some flower, you take some Ganga Jal, take some incense, and just go sit and take Satshati. Shastra, I tell you, one supreme power of the world is connected. It is Shastra. Never underestimate the power of Shastra. Shastra is Sakshat Swarup of Ganesha. When you have Shastra and you have no any understanding of the world, know anything, like a child, 5-year-old child, he know how to read Shastra and he sits somewhere. Your duty is, when he is doing Shastra, even you are 90-year-old person, your duty is to pranam him. Pranam him. He is like a Vyas, that moment. Okay, after that he is child. After that what he do, you don't have to bother. But that moment when he is doing Shastra, that is something God is present there somehow. Is so superpower. And when you have Shastra and you have understanding how to read, then you are also the child special of the God.
Even if you don't understand it.
Yeah, that's why I am saying all people who respect Shastra, they are not somehow, they are following some rule that is ritual or that is, what you say, behavior or something. But this, if there is two kind of people, some people respect these people who is doing Shastra and some people not. But you, if you want really help from God, just be one first who respects these people. Shastra was somehow connecting, I tell you, before 500 years before, there was no any other book except than holy book. People were writing and making that concept copies only because it is holy. Otherwise they had no time,
Bible or Quran.
Yeah, time and energy to write other kind of book, other kind of literature. They want holy thing in their house and they were doing that, what you say, prachar, distributing this knowledge. So I am saying this is something connected to whole period of humanity. First person, if he made some in his mind, he made some diagram or structure, he was thinking lot about that, what is kind of humanity is, what kind of world is, what kind of universe is, this kind of thought they had. So that all concept is inside Shastra, very clear. How many Shastra in the world? Very few. Reality, if you see, first somewhere somebody understood 10 Testament, he wrote Bible. That also respect. Somebody understand Allah, he wrote Quran. It also respect. Somebody wrote their Bhagavad Gita. Also great. So there is not so many, but you should respect all and follow one. Follow one, why? In one, all is connection. All get happy if you follow one. You don't need to two paths same time, because you cannot walk two paths same time. If you say one, I will catch this way Jesus and this way Vishnu same time, it will become difficult.
Well,
So
what about the difference between Radha and Durga then?
I say one big bulb transformer, all energy going from, is Durga, and then they are showing different power, different kind of power. Like one is Annapurna. Everybody in the world, everyone in the world, animal and human and world, they all survive because yesterday they had eat food. Few days before they are eating food. That's why they are exist. If they did not eat, how they exist? Tell me. These birds, if she was hungry all life, how could she, or we can see she is flying healthy?
There's a few people who don't have to eat.
No, few people, that you stop. Why I am saying?
You're talking about the normal rule.
Normal rule. What you see existed rule, that How many people you see who never eat in your life? One. How many people you meet and you see only one person who never eat? You, how many times? One. So I am saying, no, not good. Yeah. So is all. Everybody eat. Every day eat. And these all food possible with one Shakti. That is called Annapurna. That is called Annapurna. Even Shiva, he gets sometime hungry, so difficulty time, then he start to worship Annapurna. When Annapurna is the greatest Shakti for giving food, there another one Shakti that is called Ganesh, Buddhi. If you don't have Buddhi, you are even, there is food, you cannot understand food. Yeah, that also necessary. When you have getting easy money and you say, oh, I don't need money, that is not buddhi. Intellect say no, it is about, it is also important thing, you know, that one step forward, that is buddhi, and that is Ganesha Shakti. So I am saying Shakti, Atma. If you want a very nice clean Atma, soul, that no pain, no suffering, no useless thinking, no useless, internally problem, that Vishnu. That is Vishnu. If you seek healthy Atma, all is conserved with the Krishna. That I am saying, Shakti is very important. But when you go to sadhana, you only keep one, not two. When you are in the sadhana. And when you are not in the sadhana, then respect everywhere. When you go, like in temple, there is so many gods together, because they are familiar to each other. They are super energy, they know each other. Huh? So worship every. But when you are not into sadhana, you have to respect everyone, because they are also exist.
So because I have Diksha with Radha Krishna, I do that every day, but then if I want to worship Durga, I do for like 7-day vrat.
Yes.
And then you're saying that sadhana you do
Yes.
only, but I can still offer incense to Radha Krishna.
Yeah, that is also possible. No problem. No problem. They want you to respect your God and parents and
because we can have one like parampara. And then from that we can do all kinds of things.
Yes, when you come into this one parampara, you all gods is your. But when you into sadhana, give one God much value. All the time Shastra, one scripture, and that God is deity. Other gods also is helpful. They support you.
So why not worship, if I want more material wealth, why not worship Lakshmi? Why Durga?
Why? I tell you. Lakshmi is one power that is called, all you see, Dhan Sampada. Even this mouse, how we can get this?
By paying for it.
By paying for that. This room, how we can get this?
By paying for it.
But this clothes, it makes us very warm. How I can? This all, even food is Lakshmi. I say Annapurna, that because some people don't have money, even then they get food. That why Annapurna is Annapurna. But as a human role, you know that how much power is done.
Mm-hmm.
Even for food, you need to pay something, or not? So I am saying Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Sampada. Lakshmi is the power of Sampada. Whatever you feel that I am crying for, I am not. So you need that time. If you are not healthy, you need to pay. When you are not, somewhere problem is coming, your money problem is stopped. Your money is 80%. I tell you, if you are crying, 80% you are somehow money, not enough money, or you are not using your money very well. 80%. I say you one simple thing. You have problem, this goes and this that. If you want to fix this immediately and very soon, so you start to do dan. Dan has power to clean you every problem very fast. But you will not. So slowly go and try other things, but I told you. So I am saying this all thing is useful, very important. And what I am saying, when you go to ritual, just keep one deity all the time.
But Lakshmi is more like all-rounder?
All-rounder, but even all-rounder.
Or no, Durga's more all-rounder.
All-rounder is Durga. By I mean, this Lakshmi is part of Durga, like one hand, right hand.
Durga's the controlling Shakti.
Yeah, controlling. One hand, right hand is Lakshmi, this hand is Saraswati, this hand is Vishnu, this leg is Shiva, this stomach is Brahma. This way you can see.
Okay.
They are all very powerful. All come. Listen, if you worship to this hand, this all body is happy, no problem. If you worship to this only stomach, all body get happy. So she knows, she is connected. They all are Shakti is connected. If you worship Kali, they know you are worshipping Kali. They all get satisfied. But problem, try to understand. Dum Dum Durgaya Namah. This mean you are attracting to core energy. Core energy, when you attract, it will make you, give you completeness in life.
Will it give satsang, like we have problem with feeling connection and with friends or family, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Does Durga help with that?
Yes, Durga helps in completeness of life. Completeness of life, everybody want. But some people really want money problem. They go to Lakshmi. Like a businessman people, they really very much needy of money problem. Very much thirsty of money problem. They are very good to Lakshmi. Very nice. Some people, students, what they need really, Vidya, they go to Saraswati. They attract this energy. But when you understand, when you are very highly mind, you understand everything can done with one energy, Durga. But Durga needs some time. Durga needs test. Durga take test. Which kind of test? Durga take you, say you that you cannot say me to do now. I know when I do, what I do, I know how to follow. And I am the power, core energy. No other energy will communicate you when I will be with you. When you take me, once you accept me, my goddess, always I will be inside you and I will guide you. And my way of guiding is very much, sometimes I am child, sometimes I am guru, sometimes I am teacher, sometimes I am friend, sometimes I am sister, sometimes I am mother, and I will make you guide. And this guidance you have to follow. So this rule is simply very few people achieve that point, like Shankaracharya. Okay. And nowadays many people achieve that point, but they don't discuss. Because if they go to discuss, it becomes something like, extraordinary. People believe or not, but it is truth. When you accept God, Durga, and Goddess Durga is core energy that working even in your mind. This mind have two kind of personality always. One personality internally, that is Durga, core inside, that can control your mind, that can, you want to think this, they bring you there.
Okay.
You want to watch this movie, you are watching movie and
we don't want to be, I don't want to be confused anymore. Doubtful.
Doubtful. But that when you understand slow by slow, you give this rest to your own mind and you listen him, then you understand it is not making you confused, but it is sometime it play with you, but most of the time it is just guiding you very nicely and giving you peace. Peace is not because we don't know what we are, what we should do and this that, but when you listen that, immediately peace. What you will do? I can do this or I can do that. but you are confused in this, and conflict start. So this will say, stop, no need to do anything, or you do that, or you do that, but don't worry.
Yeah.
That make you very confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, that why when you accept this energy slow by slow, it two personality, one personality, your personality outside, focusing, showing, proving that I am like this, yeah, and second personality internally, that is belonging to Durga energy. Sometimes she become total Durga. You will listen this sound, sometimes as a boy, sometimes as a man, sometimes as a Krishna, sometimes as a Guru, whatever you listening, but she is Durga. And one day when it will be clear, you understand, oh my God, Durga Maya is always with me. All people who understand Durga, they go clearly, very much vision about this thing. Durga is not outside, Durga is inside. Okay, that's why they say I'm Shakti is inside. Many people, in that time, when Vedic time, they get confirmed about Shakti. They say I am the one Brahm, I am the observer, preserver, and this that. I am something. Why they are saying? Why they are saying?
Because their channel is so clear.
So channel so clear, their own identity get finished. So that happen, that possible, but same time they are not crazy.
Right.
Sometimes they get very tuned, but other time they understand this body is not that time. My conscious, deeper conscious is there present. So deeper conscious and the controller of this conscious, over conscious, I tell you, it is computer. It works with a processor. Somehow we use more sensory, we develop our sensory system. This computer can work like human. When I come here, he understand I am here. When I want drink my water, so this computer can feel I am thirsty with sensory system. Like I am feeling, it can feel. It can bring water. Sensory system when developed, like many cars now they are starting to make, they will work with sensory system. Now never accident. If some car has to come before, they will understand they can accident, so they will stop.
Yeah, that's like people who are tuned with their bodies.
So I'm saying, so over body.
Good night. Bye. Have a good trip.
Thank you.
That I'm saying, over body is very much into this intuition that is programmed. We feel hungry, we feel thirsty, we feel this, we feel that. It is something that is automated system.
It's the nature just happening.
Nature.
But what happens is we get in the way and then we get confused. What should I do? Where should I go? Who should I worship? Why isn't things working? What will happen in the future?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong in the past? And you get all wrapped up in that, and then your channel's not clear anymore.
Yeah. You see, and that all will be cleaned by Durga Bhakti. Only.
But why didn't it work with Radha Krishna Bhakti?
Radha Krishna Bhakti makes you more happy in life, gives you something beauty in your life, something
Celebrated.
Celebrated. They develop you as a beautiful human. Understand? Beautiful human in the world. Something other people see you
But it
and they
didn't
feel
work. I
something.
mean, it worked for a while, but now...
But yeah, then they have to worship Durga for core energy. But yes, I'm not saying that you have to stop these all figures, because they are great ancestors, great power. Shakti of same Shakti Durga, same Shakti Radha, same Shakti. Why I'm saying? Because they are so close part of the Durga. If you don't respect them, you are not respecting to Durga. Like you are respecting to my heart, but you are not respecting my mind. You are respecting to my face, but you are not respecting my need. You are not respecting that thing happen. That's why I'm saying respecting is important. Respecting to other gods, other religion god also important. But somehow you have to keep clarity of your religion and rituals. So that's why when you go into Durga, 90% Durga, 10% others. Like you are respecting, you are not denying, you are not saying they are not power, they are not okay, but 90% your whole life would be centered with Durga energy. That I'm saying. That will have. Otherwise, you say, no, I don't need Lakshmi, I will not worship Lakshmi. No. Then Lakshmi is also Durga. Here you go. Lakshmi is part of Durga. So that respect, that Lakshmi will also help. Lakshmi also necessary, no? Annapurna also necessary. Radha also necessary. Krishna also necessary. So you have to just keep respect them and they understand you. You have to go in your way. Your way is Dum Durgaya Nama. So that I'm saying, keep the mantra Dum Durgaya Nama and keep the Shastra Durga Sapshati and do the worship of Durga Rani. Then you see how develop your energies. All knowledge, all wisdom internally you know. All development happen internally. Okay? For a home keeping woman person, this is the secret of the secret. Greatest bhajan of the life I told you today. But other people, yogi people, they do worship but they get very little benefit. Their benefit is that they will be able to give knowledge to everybody, bless to everybody, but they will live simple life. Okay, for you will develop every day higher and higher and higher.
And more ability to take on the powers of responsibility of money and all that, instead of feeling like, oh, I don't want to make money, then I have to pay taxes. It's so complicated to be responsible for money.
Yeah.
That's how I feel now. But with her energy,
will we develop these things? You will control everything very easily.
Okay.
You will never feel any scary in life. Okay? बोलिए श्री दुर्गा मैया की जय, महाशक्ति की जय, काली मैया की जय, महासरस्वती की जय, हर 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 महादेव।